A while ago, I was enamored by big boards which had a master MIDI clock source that synced up all tap tempo devices to the same tempo. I needed this, I thought. But then I discovered that my Line 6 HX Stomp has a nifty feature that allowed me to do the exact same thing. In today's video, we're going to set this up. The basic premise for this to work is that the HX Stomp is transmitting MIDI clock information to all the devices on your board, and your devices are set up to receive MIDI clock and respond to any changes to that clock, such as tap tempo on the HX Stomp. The goal is to sync all BPM changes with the HX Stomp's tap tempo. On the hardware side, make sure your MIDI signal chain has enough MIDI patch cables starting with the HX Stomp's MIDI output and terminating at the MIDI in port of your last pedal. In my case, I have the Strymon Timeline, Mobius and Big Sky for a total of 3 patch cables needed. Unlike audio patch cables which require you to patch each pedal in sequence, a MIDI signal chain simply needs an uninterrupted path from outs to ins. Let's look at the HX Stomp. Under Global Settings, turn to MIDI Tempo and navigate to the option TX MIDI Clock. That's actually short for Transmit MIDI Clock, which is what we want the Stomp to do. Set this to MIDI out so that the clock is sending out to the pedals and not through the USB port, which could conflict with the digital audio workstation in your tracks rig. Now let's look at the pedals on your board. Navigate their menu system to find a setting to turn MIDI Clock on or off. On Strymon devices, this is a common parameter which can be accessed by pushing on the rotary dial. By design, this is set per preset, as there are effects which don't sound good if they're set to the precise BPM of the song. Take special note of this. If a pedal isn't responding to the HX Stomp's MIDI clock, double check to see if MIDI clock is on or off before ripping out your MIDI cables to diagnose a signal fault. If you've reached this stage, now all that's left is to tweak the desired tone, and you should be able to do this. Congratulations, you've just turned your HX Stomp into a MIDI clock source for your board and you didn't have to spend more money on a dedicated clock. What about you? What MIDI clock source are you using for your pedal board, and are they better than HX Stomp? Or is this all just too complicated for the everyday user? I'd love to hear your stories, ideas and thoughts in the comment section below. That's it from me, thanks for watching this video. Here on my channel, I'm committed to helping you get the best tone out of your gear, as well as playing your best for the Sunday service. If you're a worship musician on the same journey, consider liking, subscribing, hitting that bell icon, and sharing this video with someone whom you know could benefit. The HX Stomp is more than a MIDI clock source. It can be a full-fledged MIDI controller to change presets on your devices and toggle remote bypass. I previously made a video with this exact board showing how to set it up. With these two videos, you'd have covered setting up the HX Stomp as the command center for your pedal board. See you there. Until next time, I'm Justin and I'm all about worship guitar.